The ocean, a vast and mysterious realm, has always captivated humanity. Its depths conceal a mesmerizing array of life, from microscopic plankton to colossal whales. For centuries, humans have relied on the ocean for sustenance. This symbiotic relationship, however, is under threat. Modern fishing practices are pushing many marine populations to the brink of collapse. The ocean's ecosystems are intricate webs of life, where each species plays a crucial role. Predators keep prey populations in check, ensuring a healthy balance within the food chain. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, provide shelter and sustenance to a dazzling array of marine life. This delicate equilibrium, however, is being disrupted by unsustainable fishing practices. Like a house of cards, the removal of one element can cause the entire structure to crumble. When fishing activities are conducted without regard for the delicate balance of the ecosystem, the consequences can be catastrophic. Imagine a fishing net, vast and indiscriminate, scooping up everything in its path. This is the reality of many modern fishing methods, which often fail to distinguish between target species and other marine life. The result is bycatch, the unintentional capture of non-target species, including sharks, turtles, seabirds, and even marine mammals. Overfishing, another major threat, occurs when fish are harvested at a rate faster than they can replenish themselves. This can lead to population collapses, disrupting the entire food web and leaving fishing communities struggling to survive. The pursuit of profit often overshadows the long-term health of the oceans, jeopardizing the very resource upon which so many depend. Bycatch, the often invisible consequence of industrial fishing, stands as a stark reminder of the indiscriminate nature of many modern fishing methods. Imagine a fishing net, stretching for miles, its mesh too fine to allow anything to escape. This is the reality for countless marine creatures caught in the crossfire of human hunger. Turtles, ancient mariners who have navigated the oceans for millions of years, often become entangled in these nets, unable to surface for air. Sharks, apex predators crucial for maintaining healthy ecosystems, are hauled aboard, their fins removed for a luxury market, their bodies discarded back into the ocean. Seabirds, diving for their next meal, become ensnared in long lines, their wings entangled, their lives cut short. The scale of bycatch is staggering. Millions of tons of marine life are discarded each year, casualties of a system that prioritizes short-term gains over the long-term health of our oceans. This unintentional harvest represents a tragic waste of life and a significant threat to the biodiversity of our planet. The impact of bycatch extends far beyond the individual creatures lost. Removing large numbers of sharks, for example, can have cascading effects throughout the food web, leading to imbalances that can take decades to recover. The loss of seabirds, which play a vital role in nutrient cycling, can impact the health of entire marine ecosystems. Overfishing, the relentless pursuit of seafood beyond sustainable limits, is akin to emptying a bank account faster than it can accrue interest. We are drawing down the ocean's principle, depleting fish populations faster than they can replenish themselves, leaving behind a legacy of scarcity and ecological imbalance. The insatiable demand for seafood, coupled with advancements in fishing technology, has created a perfect storm for overexploitation. Massive factory ships, equipped with sonar and enormous nets, can locate and capture entire schools of fish with astonishing efficiency. This efficiency, however, comes at a cost: the depletion of fish stocks that have sustained human communities for millennia. The consequences of overfishing are far-reaching. As target species decline, fishing fleets often move on to less desirable species, a phenomenon known as fishing down the food web. This can have cascading effects throughout the ecosystem, disrupting predator-prey relationships and impacting the overall health and resilience of marine communities. The collapse of the North Atlantic cod fishery in the early 1990s serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of overfishing. Once thought to be an inexhaustible resource, cod stocks plummeted due to decades of overexploitation, devastating coastal communities that relied on the fishery for their livelihoods. The collapse of this once thriving industry highlights the urgent need for sustainable fishing practices that ensure the long-term health of fish populations and the communities that depend on them. Section 5. The shadowy world of illegal fishing. While overfishing and bycatch represent significant challenges, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing operates as a rogue industry, plundering the ocean's resources outside the bounds of law and conservation. It's a shadowy world where profit trumps sustainability, and the consequences for marine ecosystems and legitimate fishing communities are dire. IUU fishing takes many forms, from fishing without permits or in restricted areas to exceeding catch quotas or using banned fishing gear. These illegal activities undermine efforts to manage fisheries sustainably, depleting fish stocks, damaging marine habitats, and threatening the livelihoods of those who depend on legal fishing practices. The scale of IUU fishing is staggering, estimated to account for up to 30% of global catches. This illicit trade robs coastal communities of valuable resources, undermines efforts to conserve marine biodiversity, and distorts seafood markets, putting honest fishers at a disadvantage. Combating IUU fishing requires a multifaceted approach, including stricter enforcement of fishing regulations, improved monitoring and surveillance technologies, and greater international cooperation. Traceability systems, which track seafood from catch to consumer, are essential for identifying and eliminating IUU products from the market. The bycatch crisis. Imagine a vast underwater ballet, a swirling symphony of life in constant motion. Now picture a giant net, indiscriminate and unforgiving, cutting through this delicate dance. This is the reality of bycatch, the unintentional capture of marine life in fishing gear meant for other species. Bycatch is a global problem, impacting a wide range of marine life. This unintentional harvest represents a tragic waste of life and a significant threat to the biodiversity of our planet. Section 2. Ghosts in the Machine, the unseen toll of bycatch. The true impact of bycatch extends far beyond the individual creatures lost. The removal of large numbers of sharks, for example, can have cascading effects throughout the food web. As apex predators, sharks play a crucial role in regulating populations of their prey. Their absence can lead to imbalances that ripple through the ecosystem, impacting the abundance and diversity of marine life. Seabirds, those tireless commuters between the ocean and the sky, also play a vital role in marine ecosystems. They transport nutrients from the sea to land, their droppings fertilizing coastal areas and supporting plant life. The loss of seabirds, often entangled in fishing gear, can disrupt this delicate nutrient cycle, impacting the health of both marine and terrestrial environments. Bycatch also has significant economic consequences. Fishermen, often working long hours in challenging conditions, are forced to discard valuable time and resources sorting through unwanted catches. This reduces their overall catch of target species, impacting their livelihoods and the profitability of the fishing industry. Moreover, the removal of non-target species can damage fishing gear and reduce its effectiveness, further adding to the economic burden of bycatch. The ecological and economic consequences of bycatch are intertwined, highlighting the need for sustainable fishing practices that minimize unintended catches and protect the health of our oceans. The peril of overfishing. Overfishing is like emptying a pantry without restocking. We consume the ocean's bounty faster than it can replenish. Driven by demand, technology, and poor management, massive ships capture entire schools of fish efficiently. The consequences are far-reaching, disrupting ecosystems. The collapse of fish stocks. The collapse of the North Atlantic cod fishery in the early 1990s serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of overfishing. Once thought inexhaustible, cod stocks plummeted due to overexploitation, devastating coastal communities. This highlights the urgent need for sustainable fishing practices. The story of the cod is not an isolated incident. Fisheries worldwide face similar challenges, pushing fish populations to the brink. The bluefin tuna, a prized delicacy, is threatened by overfishing. Its populations have plummeted, raising concerns about its survival. The decline of fish stocks has profound implications for global food security. Fish provide vital protein and nutrients for billions, especially in developing countries. As fish populations dwindle, so does this critical food source. the collapse of fisheries has devastating economic consequences. Coastal communities are left reeling as their primary income source vanishes. Jobs are lost, businesses shutter, and a way of life fades away. The social and economic fabric of these communities is torn apart. Section 5. The Outlaw Ocean. Navigating the murky waters of illegal fishing. While overfishing and bycatch represent significant challenges, illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing operates as a rogue industry, plundering the ocean's resources outside the bounds of law and conservation. It's a shadowy world where profit trumps sustainability, and the consequences for marine ecosystems and legitimate fishing communities are dire. IUU fishing takes many forms, from fishing without permits or in restricted areas to exceeding catch quotas or using banned fishing gear. These illegal activities undermine efforts to manage fisheries sustainably, depleting fish stocks, damaging marine habitats, and threatening the livelihoods of those who depend on legal fishing practices. Imagine a game warden patrolling a vast forest, only to find poachers operating in the shadows, illegally hunting protected animals, and decimating wildlife populations. This is the challenge faced by those trying to combat IUU fishing, a global problem that requires a coordinated international response. The scale of IUU fishing is staggering, estimated to account for up to 30% of global catches. This illicit trade robs coastal communities of valuable resources, undermines efforts to conserve marine biodiversity, and distorts seafood markets, putting honest fishers at a disadvantage. It is a classic tragedy of the commons, where the short-term greed of a few threatens the long-term well-being of many. The environmental and economic costs of IUU fishing. The environmental costs of IUU fishing are significant. Illegal fishing damages sensitive habitats and harms non-target species. Bottom trawling devastates coral reefs and vital ecosystems. IUU fishing undermines conservation efforts for endangered species. Many vessels target protected species for illegal markets. The economic consequences are equally devastating. Illegal vessels avoid taxes and regulations. This undermines honest fishers and coastal communities. IUU fishing undermines fisheries management measures, leading to overfishing and the collapse of fisheries. Section 1. Collateral damage. Bycatch's ripple effect. Bycatch disrupts marine ecosystems, removing key species like turtles and sharks, leading to overgrowth of algae and decline of coral reefs. The loss of apex predators like sharks can cause prey populations to explode, disrupting the entire food web. Section 2. Empty nets and broken dreams. Overfishing's human cost. Overfishing shatters livelihoods and traditions in coastal communities, leading to poverty and food insecurity. Declining fish stocks force families to struggle, impacting local economies and social stability. Beneath the surface of our oceans lies a world of breathtaking beauty and astonishing biodiversity. Destructive fishing practices like bottom trawling devastate coral reefs, crucial for marine biodiversity. The loss of these habitats leads to a decline in marine species and ecosystem resilience. The ocean's intricate web of life connects creatures great and small. Overfishing and habitat destruction disrupt marine ecosystems, leading to unintended consequences. The decline of phytoplankton, crucial for oxygen production and carbon absorption, is alarming. The ocean faces unprecedented challenges in the 21st century. Overfishing, pollution, and climate change threaten marine ecosystems and humanity's future. We must embrace sustainable practices and address climate change to protect our oceans. Section 1. Empty nets, empty stomachs. Food security in jeopardy. Overfishing jeopardizes the nutritional well-being of millions, especially in developing countries. Declining fish stocks impact vulnerable populations, leading to food insecurity and economic instability. Section 2. The unraveling of tradition, coastal cultures adrift. Overfishing erodes cultural traditions and social structures in coastal communities. The loss of fishing traditions leads to social problems and a decline in traditional ecological knowledge. Section 3. Beyond the dollar value, the immeasurable worth of a healthy ocean. The ocean provides invaluable services, from climate regulation to supporting biodiversity. The loss of coral reefs and other marine habitats has devastating ecological and economic consequences. Section 4. A cascade of consequences: poverty, conflict, and migration. The decline of fisheries leads to poverty, conflict, and migration, destabilizing regions. Competition for dwindling resources can spark conflicts and exacerbate social tensions. Section 5. From exploitation to stewardship. Charting a new course. We must shift from exploitation to stewardship, embracing sustainable fishing and reducing pollution. Addressing climate change is crucial for ensuring the health and resilience of our oceans. Innovation in sustainable fishing. Imagine fishing nets as selective tools targeting specific species while minimizing bycatch and ecosystem damage. Innovative technologies are transforming the fishing industry, making it profitable and environmentally responsible. Bycatch reduction devices, or BRDs, allow non-target species to escape, reducing bycatch. Turtle excluder devices, or TEDs, have significantly reduced the accidental capture of sea turtles. Precision fishing technologies, like acoustic sensors and underwater cameras, help target specific species and sizes of fish. Section 2. Guardians of the deep marine protected areas as sanctuaries. Imagine vast underwater parks teeming with life where marine species can thrive free from the pressures of fishing, pollution, and other human activities. These are marine protected areas, or MPAs, designated zones in the ocean where human activities are restricted or prohibited to conserve marine biodiversity, protect critical habitats, and ensure the long-term sustainability of marine resources. MPAs are essential tools for rebuilding fish stocks, restoring damaged ecosystems, and safeguarding the ocean's natural heritage for future generations. MPAs come in various forms, ranging from fully protected no-take zones where all extractive activities are prohibited, to multiple-use areas, where certain activities, such as sustainable fishing or tourism, are permitted under strict regulations. The design and management of MPAs vary depending on the specific conservation objectives, ecological characteristics of the area, and the needs of local communities. One of the most compelling reasons for establishing MPAs is their ability to protect and restore fish populations. Within the boundaries of well-managed MPAs, fish are able to grow larger, reproduce more successfully, and replenish populations that have been depleted by overfishing. This spillover effect benefits not only the marine ecosystem within the MPA, but also adjacent fishing grounds, as fish migrate beyond the protected boundaries, replenishing stocks in surrounding areas. Empowering stewardship community-based fisheries management. Imagine coastal communities managing their own fisheries, drawing on traditional knowledge and ensuring long-term sustainability. This is the essence of community-based fisheries management, or CBFM. It empowers local communities to become stewards of their marine environments. Fishing is a way of life, shaping culture and identity. This deep connection fosters stewardship and commitment to marine resources. CBFM involves local fishing organizations developing and enforcing regulations. They work with government, scientists, and stakeholders to create tailored management plans. Local ecological knowledge is key to effective fisheries management. Section 4. Harnessing technology's potential from satellites to smart nets. In the digital age, technology is playing an increasingly important role in the fight to protect our oceans. From satellites orbiting high above the Earth to sensors deployed on fishing nets, innovative technologies are providing unprecedented insights into the health of our oceans, helping to combat illegal fishing, reduce bycatch, and promote sustainable fishing practices. One of the most transformative technologies in fisheries management is satellite-based vessel monitoring systems, or VMS. These systems use GPS technology to track the movements of fishing vessels in real time, allowing authorities to monitor fishing activity, enforce fishing regulations, and identify vessels operating illegally. VMS data can also be used to identify areas of high fishing effort, assess the effectiveness of fishing regulations, and inform the design of marine protected areas. Another promising area of technological innovation is the development of smart nets equipped with sensors that can identify and release bycatch in real time. These nets, currently under development, use a combination of cameras, acoustic sensors, and artificial intelligence to distinguish between target species and non-target species, such as sharks, turtles, and marine mammals. When bycatch is detected, the net can be opened remotely, allowing the unwanted catch to escape unharmed. The journey towards sustainable seafood starts at the fish counter. As consumers, we hold immense power to influence the fishing industry through our purchasing decisions. By choosing seafood from sustainable sources, we send a clear message to the market, rewarding responsible fishing practices and supporting the livelihoods of fishermen who are committed to protecting our oceans. But how do we navigate the often confusing world of seafood labels and certifications? A growing number of organizations are working to provide consumers with reliable information about the sustainability of different seafood choices. Look for labels from reputable organizations, such as the Marine Stewardship Council for wild-caught seafood and the Aquaculture Stewardship Council for farmed seafood. These labels indicate that the seafood has been independently certified to meet rigorous environmental standards, ensuring that it comes from well-managed fisheries or responsible aquaculture operations. Beyond labels, there are simple steps we can all take to make more ocean-friendly choices. Consider diversifying your seafood selections, trying lesser-known but equally delicious species that are often more sustainably managed. Reduce your seafood consumption overall, recognizing that every meal has an environmental footprint. And support organizations working to protect our oceans through advocacy, research, and conservation efforts. Our journey through the perils of deadly fishing has revealed a stark reality. The very lifeblood of our oceans, the intricate web of marine life that sustains us, is under threat. Unsustainable fishing practices are pushing fish populations to the brink, entangling countless creatures in a web of destruction, and leaving behind a trail of ecological devastation. The consequences impact the health of our oceans and the livelihoods of coastal communities. We must act with urgency, compassion, and responsibility. Shifting from exploitation to stewardship is crucial for our well-being and the health of our oceans. Amidst the sobering realities of overfishing, bycatch, and habitat destruction, a wave of hope is swelling. A growing movement of individuals, communities, and organizations working tirelessly to protect our oceans and ensure a sustainable future for marine life. From innovative fishing technologies that reduce bycatch to community-based management approaches that empower local stewardship, solutions are emerging, offering a beacon of hope for the future of our oceans. We have seen how marine protected areas, those underwater sanctuaries where marine life can thrive free from the pressures of human activities, are proving to be effective tools for rebuilding fish stocks, restoring damaged ecosystems, and safeguarding the ocean's natural heritage. We have witnessed the power of community-based fisheries management, where coastal communities are empowered to manage their own marine resources, drawing on their traditional knowledge, their deep connection to the sea, and their shared interest in ensuring the long-term sustainability of their livelihoods. Technological innovations are also playing an increasingly important role in the fight to protect our oceans. Satellite-based vessel monitoring systems are helping to combat illegal fishing, while smart nets equipped with sensors that can identify and release bycatch in real time are minimizing the unintended capture of vulnerable species. These technologies, combined with a growing awareness of the importance of sustainable seafood choices among consumers, are creating a powerful force for change in the fishing industry. The journey towards a healthier ocean begins with a single step, a conscious decision to make choices that align with our values and our aspirations for a sustainable future. Each of us, in our own way, can become an ocean advocate, using our voices, our actions, and our consumer choices to create a ripple effect that extends far beyond our individual lives. We can start by making informed choices about the seafood we consume. By choosing seafood from sustainable sources, certified by reputable organizations such as the Marine Stewardship Council or the Aquaculture Stewardship Council, we support responsible fishing practices and reward those who are committed to protecting our oceans. We can also reduce our seafood consumption overall, recognizing that every meal has an environmental footprint, and that diversifying our diets can benefit both our health and the health of our planet. Beyond our dietary choices, there are countless ways to make a difference for our oceans. We can support organizations working to protect marine life and reduce pollution through advocacy, research, and conservation efforts. We can volunteer our time to participate in beach cleanups, educate others about the importance of ocean conservation, and advocate for policies that promote sustainable fishing practices and protect marine ecosystems. As we strive to create a more sustainable future, the concept of the blue economy is gaining momentum, offering a vision of economic growth that is both environmentally responsible and socially inclusive. The blue economy encompasses a wide range of economic activities related to the ocean, from sustainable fisheries and aquaculture to renewable energy production and marine biotechnology. Investing in the blue economy presents a unique opportunity to create jobs, stimulate innovation, and promote economic growth while simultaneously protecting our oceans and mitigating climate change. By supporting sustainable fishing practices, we can ensure the long-term viability of this vital industry, providing livelihoods for millions of people worldwide while safeguarding the health of fish stocks and marine ecosystems. The development of offshore wind energy, wave energy, and other forms of marine renewable energy holds immense potential to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, mitigate climate change, and create new economic opportunities in coastal communities. Similarly, marine biotechnology offers promising avenues for developing new medicines, biofuels, and other innovative products from marine resources, while ensuring the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity. Our journey through the perils of deadly fishing has highlighted the urgent need to protect our oceans, but it has also reminded us of the profound connection we share with the sea. The ocean has sustained us for millennia, providing food, transportation, and inspiration. It is woven into the fabric of our cultures, our myths, and our very being. Yet, in our modern world, many of us have become disconnected from this vital ecosystem, losing sight of our dependence on its health and the consequences of our actions. It is time to rediscover our shared heritage, to reconnect with the ocean in meaningful ways that foster a sense of wonder, respect, and responsibility. Whether it's spending time at the beach, learning to surf, exploring a local tide pool, or simply pausing to appreciate the beauty of a sunset over the sea, immersing ourselves in the ocean's embrace can awaken a sense of stewardship and inspire us to protect this precious resource for future generations. Educating our children about the ocean is paramount. By fostering a love for the sea at a young age, we can inspire the next generation of ocean stewards, empowering them to become guardians of this vital ecosystem. From interactive aquariums to hands-on marine science programs, there are countless ways to engage children in ocean exploration and conservation, nurturing their curiosity and instilling a sense of responsibility for the natural world. The challenges facing our oceans are complex and multifaceted, but they are not insurmountable. The future of our oceans, and indeed the future of our planet, rests on our collective action, our willingness to make changes in our own lives, and to advocate for change on a larger scale. It is a call to action for individuals, communities, governments, and industries to come together, to bridge divides, and to work towards a common goal: a healthy, thriving ocean for present and future generations. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. By choosing sustainable seafood, reducing our plastic consumption, supporting ocean conservation organizations, and advocating for responsible policies, we can become part of the solution. We can be the change we wish to see in the world, starting with our own choices and extending our impact through our communities, our workplaces, and our spheres of influence. The time for complacency is over. The ocean is calling us, urging us to remember our interconnectedness, our dependence on its health, and our responsibility to protect this precious resource. Let us answer that call with courage, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to creating a future where both humanity and nature can thrive in harmony. Our ocean, our responsibility.